Don't be surprised if your tax refund looks a little bit skimpy this year. We're going to go ahead and talk about why. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your favorite entrepreneur here, Sierra Nicole. My channel is all about entrepreneurship, business, and personal finance. So if that's a little bit of your jam, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any more content. All right, and today we are going to be talking about why your tax refund might look a little bit different this year. Now, over the last couple years, 2020, 2021, we were going through the after effects of being in a panorama, okay? And a lot of you all in 2021 saw some major increases and spikes in your tax refund because of the different changes that were made in order to offset a lot of the things that were going on in the world and in the economy. Now, a lot of those changes that were made in the American Rescue Plan were only set in place to last for a year, and they have not been extended. So we're going to talk about some of the major things that might actually impact your tax refund or the amount of money that you are actually going to owe from your taxes. So in 2021, because of the American Rescue Plan, the child tax credit was boosted, okay? And like I said before, that was only lasting the year and it was not extended. So in 2021, the child tax credit was up to $3,600 per child under 6. And it was $3,000 for every child between the ages of 6 and 17. And half of that was actually available in advance payments. But now for this new tax year of 2022, the child tax credits are actually going to go back to the previous amount, which is going to be $2,000 per child under the age of 17. So as you can see, that is already a huge difference from $3,600 to $3,000, now back down to what it was previously before the panorama, $2,000 per child under the age of 17. I know some people that were getting refund checks earlier this year of $5, $6, $10, even $10,000. So of course, when it comes to taxes, everybody's situation is different, but many of you all are going to see a huge difference with the amount that you receive or the amount that you owe. Something else that you want to keep in mind is the child and dependent tax credit. And this is typically used to offset the amount of childcare, right? So if you send your kids to daycare or you have to pay for some type of childcare during the day while you're at work, this is what affects that. And so in 2021, with the Rescue Plan Act, you were able to receive up to $8,000 for one child and $16,000 for two or more kids in order to offset the cost of childcare. Now for 2022, that has gone back down to $3,000 for one kid and up to $6,000 for two or more children or dependents. So as you can see, that's already pretty much been chopped in half. Now, this is not something that is necessarily new. We're pretty much just going back to the way that things were before the panorama happened in 2020. But I know that people were really used to the amounts that you were getting this past year. And I know it's helped a ton of people who got large refund checks. So I just want you all to be prepared as to, what things are going to be looking like moving forward for this upcoming tax season that's going to be happening here really, really soon. Something else is going to be changing as well. So when it comes to charitable donations, so say you tithe money to your church or you donate money or donate clothing to a Goodwill or Salvation Army or some other nonprofit 501c3 organization, as you know, that can be tax deductible. But there are some changes that are happening for this upcoming tax season. It is now going to be a bit harder to actually claim those tax deductions as an individual. And I'm not going to dive super deep into the logistics of it because it can get a little bit confusing, but pretty much the gist of it is this. Because of the limit thresholds, majority of people will likely not be able to claim a lot of the charitable donations that they may have given this past year. Because the amount of charitable donations that you would have had to make in order to be able to claim it is not very likely. And so Majority of people won't be able to claim the charitable donations that they have made unless they are itemizing their tax returns. And 90% of people in America do not itemize. They go by the standard deduction. Okay. And so you have to talk to whoever is helping you with your taxes to determine what is best for your situation. But like I said, the IRS has stated that 90% of taxpayers actually go by the standard deduction and not itemized on their tax returns. So majority of people will likely not be able to claim a lot of the charitable donations that they've made this year. So that is also another change that is happening that might affect what your tax return is going to look like for the 2022 year. There were a few more changes, and if you want me to go into that in another video, just let me know. But I figured we would go over the super important stuff that majority of you all who are watching this video will probably be affected by. But just because your refunds might be a little bit lower because of the child independent tax credits, just know that there are many other ways for you to lower the amount of taxable income that you have, especially for those of you that are entrepreneurs and business owners, which I'll make a separate video about that. But there are some other ways that you can kind of help and offset this. But this is just something that I wanted you to be aware of because tax season is fast approaching and we want to go in prepared. Usually around this time of year, we're preparing, getting our documents together. There's been a couple changes, and so I want to make sure that you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell because I will be keeping you updated on all the things that you need to know when it comes to business, personal finance, and entrepreneurship. All right. So again, this is your favorite entrepreneur here, Sarah Nicole. I'm going to catch you on the next video.